Hello student, myself Melissa Ankla, and in today's session we solve the example of direct and bending stress, and in this topic we cover the example of column section. Okay, now here I take data in this example. First of all, we read the given data properly and which values here we find out it mentioned in example. Hollow rectangle column, external depth 1 meter, and in this figure this depth is given in mm. So first of all, write down capital D is equal to 1000 mm. Okay, and external width is equal to 0.8 meter, but again it is mentioned in data in a figure mm. So write down external width, that means capital B is equal to 800 mm. Okay, calculate the maximum and minimum stress in section of column if vertical load P is given 200 kilonewton and eccentricity E is given 15 centimeter. Eccentricity E is given 15 centimeter, and also draw a stress distribution diagram. Now this is our hollow rectangle section. Eccentricity E is given here, that is about x-axis. So right here eccentricity Ex, this data is given centimeter, this data is given mm. So first of all we convert into mm. Right here 1 centimeter is equal to 10 mm. Okay, so 15 centimeter is equal to 150 mm. Okay, now thickness T is given 10 centimeter. So again right here thickness T is given 10 centimeter, so it is equal to 100 mm. Okay, now in this example internal dimension is not given. So first of all we find out small b. Now what is the equation of capital B? Capital B is equal to small b plus 2 times thickness. That means if we want to find out b, that is equal to b minus 2t. Okay, and here b is given 800 minus 2 into 100, that means my answer is 600 mm. Next we find out small d. Capital D is equal to d plus 2 times thickness, that means small d is equal to 800 mm. Okay, now first value we find out, that is direct stress. Right here direct stress, our first unknown, direct stress sigma 0 is equal to load divided by area. Here this load is given in kilonewton, so convert into newton. 200 into 10 raised to 3 newton, because 1 kilonewton is equal to 10 raised to 3 newton. Now P, here first of all we find out area, because it here hollow rectangle section is given. So find area is equal to capital BD minus small bd. Now one by one put the values. What is capital B? Capital B 800 and capital D 1000 minus our small b, we recently find it 600 and 800. Now my answer of this area 320 into 10 raised to cube, and the unit of area is equal to mm square. Okay, now put this area into this equation. Sigma 0, our load is given 200 into 10 raised to 3 divided by area 320 into 10 raised to 3, and sigma 0 we get 0.625 Newton per mm square. Okay, now next we find out bending stress. So first of all we write down our equation of bending stress. Here eccentricity about x-axis given, so we find out bending stress about y-axis. Okay, first make a heading, we find bending stress. Okay, here we find out bending stress, and notation is equal to sigma b. Now sigma by is equal to m by zy. M is equal to P into Ex and Zy. Now section modulus about y-axis is equal to inertia about y-axis divided by y. Okay, now what is inertia about y-axis for this hollow rectangle section? That is dB cube by 12 minus dB cube by 12. What is the answer of this d? D is equal to 1000, B is equal to 800 cube by 12 minus small d is equal to 800 and small b is equal to 600 cube by 12, and my Iyy is equal to 2.82 10 raised to 10 mm raised to 4. Now we find out section modulus about y-axis. Zyy is equal to Iyy by y. Okay, Iyy is equal to 2.82 into 10 raised to 10, and y is equal to, here we find out about y-axis, that meant y is equal to capital B by 2, that means 800 by 2. Okay, and answer of this Zyy is equal to 70.66 into 10 raised to 6 unit is equal to mm cube. Now we find out sigma by. Okay, right here sigma by is equal to P into Ex divided by Zy. P is given, value of P is given here in this example. What is the value of P? Okay, first we'll take a value of P, 200 kilonewton. Okay, here value of P is given 200 kilonewton, so take it 200 kilonewton. Okay, 200 and convert into Newton. 200 into 10 raised to 3 and Ex is given 150. Value of this y we recently find out, Zy 70.66 into 10 raised to 6, and my answer of this sigma by is equal to 0.424 Newton per mm square. Okay, now we find out two stresses, sigma max and sigma minimum. Right here, sigma max is the summation of direct stress plus bending stress. My direct stress is equal to 0.625 and bending stress is equal to 0.424, and here we find sigma max is equal to 1.409 Newton per mm square, and this value is in compressive value. Now okay, this is our first value, this we find. Now second we find out sigma minimum. Right here, sigma minimum is equal to difference between direct stress and bending stress is equal to 0.625 minus 0.424, and my answer of this sigma minimum is equal to 0.201 Newton per mm square, and this value is again compressive, positive, that means we write here as a compressive value. Now we draw the stress distribution diagram. Okay, first of all mark the point, this is A point, this is B point. Here eccentricity is given on right side. Okay, and that is positive, so our maximum stress is also indicate on right hand side, that is 1.409 Newton per mm square, and minimum stress on left hand side, and this value is 0.201 Newton per mm square. Okay, this is plus. All compressive forces are indicate like this way. Okay, now here our example of hollow rectangle section is complete. Now we solve the circular section. This is our next example. Okay, before starting it, given data read properly. Okay, then we solve find our unknown values. A tie rod of circular cross section is subjected to tensile force of 20 kN and force is acting eccentricity of 4 mm. Calculate the diameter of, calculate the diameter. Here unknown value is diameter, where maximum tensile stress is not exceed 150 megapascal. Here value of sigma max is given. So right here sigma max is equal to 150 megapascal. That means 150 Newton per mm square. Okay, 150 1 megapascal is equal to 1 Newton per mm square. This is the unit conversion of megapascal. Now P force is given 20 kilonewton. Convert into Newton. 20 into 10 raised to 3 Newton. And eccentricity E x is given 4 mm. Okay, unknown value is equal to diameter. Eccentricity E and force load is given, that is tensile, that means away from the axis, and this eccentricity is given 4 mm. Now one by one we find out direct stress. First we mention here, we find direct stress. Okay, notation of this direct stress is equal to sigma 0. Now sigma 0 is equal to load divided by area. Okay, now what is area? Area is equal to pi by 4 d square. Here diameter d is unknown, so the simplification of this area will be in form of diameter, and that is 0.785 d square. Now simply put the value. P is equal to 20 into 10 raised to 3. Area is equal to 785 d square, and after simplification sigma 0 we get 25,464.79 divided by d square. Okay, this is my first equation of direct stress. It is in form of unknown value small d, diameter. Now next we find out our second value of bending stress. Okay, now what is the equation of bending stress? First of all, make a heading. Here we find out bending stress. Okay, write down. Here we find bending stress. Bending stress, that means sigma b. Sigma b is equal to m by z. Here eccentricity is given, that is ex. So we find out section modulus about y-axis, and also our bending stress is about y-axis. Now one by one, first of all we find out z by y. What is the equation of z by y? Z by y is equal to inertia about y-axis divided by y. Now what is the inertia of this hollow circular section? That is pi by 64 d raised to 4 divided by d by 2, and after simplification, that is pi by 32 d cube. Okay, now my section modulus, it is in form of diameter. After dividing, my answer of this z by y 0.0981 d cube. Okay, this is in the form of decimal. Now we find out sigma by. Sigma by is equal to, first m P into Ex divided by Zyy. What is the value of P? P is equal to 20 kilonewton. Convert into Newton. Eccentricity E is given 4 and value of this Zyy 0.0981 d cube. And my final answer of this sigma Bx is equal to 815494.40 divided by d cube. Okay, now here sigma max is given. Sigma max is the summation of direct stress and bending stress. So right here sigma max is the summation of direct stress plus bending stress. Value of the sigma max is equal to 150 and direct stress we find out in term of diameter, and value of this direct stress 25464.79 divided by d square plus bending stress is equal to 8,15,494.40 divided by d cube. Here our LCM is d cube, so simply multiply and shift this term right to left. Sign will be changed. Positive convert into negative. Okay, 150 d cube is our LCM and this term is shifted from right to left. Minus 25,464.79 d minus 815,494.40 is equal to 0. Now after solving in Calc, our answer of unknown value d is equal to 20.77 mm. Okay, this is my final answer of diameter d for this section. Simply here this is our x-axis. Okay, this one is y, and here our load is given 20 kilonewton and eccentricity E is given 4 mm. Okay, now here our example of this circular section is complete. In next section we solve another example. Just now we complete here. Okay.